Howdy, we are at Palo Pinto Mountain State Park, opened this spring. We're on the Texas Pacific Trail and it is a gorgeous day. With some rain that came in yesterday, the temperatures are not bad for May in Texas, late May. We've got a little bit of a longer hike than our first very short hike for our first backpacking trip. We've got about a 2-mile hike. Excited to hike down in here into kind of the river, the creek bottom, and find our campsite. morning. We had a good night. It did not rain on us. We are packed up and leaving camp and headed back to the car. It's about a, what did we say, a 1.8 mile hike is what it was to here if you don't take the stream route. I tried to talk them into it, but they didn't want to do. I think the stream route is an extra 0.3, so it pushes it just over 2 miles. But this is a great site, great for some primitive camping, backpack camping. There is a brand new, I mean, everything out here is brand new, but there's 2 compost style toilets out here. There is no water, so you have to pack in water. The stream is, how far would y'all say the stream is away from the campsite?
100 yards?
100 yards, 150 yards. So you can definitely access water. It's not flowing a ton, so what did we bring? We brought 7 liters of water, is that right?
Something like that, and then the big one.
Well, the big one's 2. So we either brought 5 or 7 liters of water in between cooking and drinking, have used everything but about 3/4 of a liter that I'm sure we'll down on the way back. It was not too hot on our hike out here yesterday.
But it was 6.
I can already tell it's already warm up today, but we had a great night's sleep. The train does go by and sounds like it's like riding through your tent to pick you up, so it's pretty loud. But you know, after the first 3 or 4 times, you get used to it. Had some coyotes, some owls, some birds, but nothing came through camp. No critters or anything tried to mess with our stuff. So overall, we got a good night's sleep. I switched from a tent to a hammock, thanks to my buddy Jared. A hammock system with a tarp over it. I did not need the underquilt. I did need a sleeping bag. When we went to bed around 9:30, 9:45, and it was still warm. It was probably still 85 or 80, 75 degrees. But then probably around 11 or 12 dropped down. And I'm guessing when we woke up this morning, it was low 60s. We got up, had some breakfast, biscuits and gravy, oatmeal, coffee. The boys splurged on split a Swiss Miss hot cocoa pack. The biscuits and gravy were excellent.
Less water helped.
We did bring, one of my notes from last time was we brought salt, pepper, and oil. So having some seasonings and some oil went a long ways for cooking. We upgraded and both boys had like one of the foam mat things that's on their backs, plus a foot pumped air mat. So they were double matted. And then the big thing we talked about last time was we not upgraded, but we all got pillows. I looked at the nicer ones at REI, and I may get one of those for myself eventually, but I just got a cheaper one off Amazon and it worked great. I ended up deflating it about halfway earlier in the evening and slept better. What'd y'all think? Did y'all sleep good?
Yeah, the coyotes were.
Coyotes went after it at one point.
And then there were we saw like 40 rabbits.
Yeah, we've seen lots of cottontails.
You just walk like 2 feet away from them. They're just like sitting there eating still. I'm not scared of you.
We fished this morning. Last night we fished, and I caught, what was last night? I caught 3, you caught 1 last night?
Yeah.
And then this morning, Elliot got skunked, and I caught, 5 more?
You ended up with like 8 fish.
I think I ended up with 8 for the trip, and Elliot ended up with 1. Cool little stream. The guy camping near us said that he did go swimming in it last night. I don't think I would swim in that. It's not disgusting, but it's not flowing super fast, and so it's a little stagnant. But real fun area to kick around in and play in. Even if you just wanted to come day trip out here, there's lots of access to the stream. I would say you can get to the stream within a mile of the trailhead. So anyways, we had a good time. Any last comments y'all want to share, boys?
Last night there were like tons of fireflies.
Oh, the fireflies. That's a good comment, Cooper. We easily saw 500 fireflies last night in this field we were staying in. I mean, you didn't have to chase them. You just like walked with your hand open and you would catch one. I tried to catch some on a video, so we'll see if that came through. Hopefully that came through on last night's portion of the video. But yeah, the fireflies were amazing. Probably the most fireflies I've ever seen in my life.
Like 40 going off at the same time in this massive field. It was so pretty. And with the sunset.
It's a successful trip. We got to hike back. I overloaded my pack a little bit this morning to lighten up the load for the 2.0s here, but we're all good and enjoying growing in this journey. Great. Yeah, got to learn a little bit. Gator. Oh, that'd be nice. Alright, you don't realize it when you reach the parking lot, but first on a quarter mile of this hike is the downhill into this kind of ravine, which means we're a little tired, and the last part of this hike is uphill. What are we gonna do, boys?